Welcome to the Midnight Media Podcast. My name is Anthony.
My name is Patrick Bateman.
Okay. This is round 2. We're already doing this? You're Lewis. Come on.
No, I'm Patrick.
You are Lewis.
I don't want to be gay.
I got bad news for you, man.
I don't like men.
Who knows what you like, Lewis, with your fiance?
I'll kill myself.
Yeah, we started off like this last time. Went really well. Nice kicking your feet in your shorts and your top hat.
I thought you weren't going to mention it, dumbass.
I can't not. It's awful. It makes me sad.
I'm not going to say anything about my nice tie.
No, it sucks. Makes me wanna. It reminds me of like if you went to see your kid to like a fucking performance. You know, those little shows that we used to do.
It reminds me of like those T-shirts people wore in like elementary school where it had the tie on the T-shirt.
I had one of those.
Of course you did. That fits you fucking perfectly.
Man, that's got to be something. That's got to be something.
That I meant that is something.
Anyways, I'm Paul Allen.
No, you're not.
You die.
No, he just took
Why
a
would you want to be
picture.
Jared Leto? You Morbin all over us, you fucking creep. That movie was awful.
Stop kicking your feet. I beg you, bro.
No.
I can feel it. It's vibrating me.
Okay.
Isn't Leto in a band?
No, I don't give a fuck what Jared Leto does in his free time.
Anyways, speaking of actors, while Christian Bale did a great job, there was a bunch of other people who were.
We didn't finish the intro.
Yeah, we
Oh.
have
Cutie Pie.
Did I finish the intro?
Yeah, this is Steel Boy or Corey
Not Steel
Bryce.
Boy. Yeah,
no,
Corey.
she's only...
Fuck you. I just stopped it with my fucking feet yet again.
Fuck
This is a hard cut.
Bro, move it from the circle.
I did not mean to have it there.
You've had it this whole time.
I didn't mean to. We're going foot. This is foot round 2. Round 4, whatever the hell it is. I'm very frustrated because my feet are clumsy. I have clumsy feet. This is Corey Breisel or Steel Boy.
And not Steel Boy.
This
That's
is Brandon Hoffman, my co-host.
Brandon Boffman.
Brandon Boffman. What did we call him that one time?
I can't remember.
Knob slobber.
What?
He is that though, for real.
Yeah, if you're gonna be Lewis, you a knob slobber on God.
Can I finish my point?
No.
Yeah, what's your point?
Okay. There's other people that were interviewed to, or asked / auditioned to be Patrick Bateman.
I bet I can guess now.
Who? Huh?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. Lionsgate, like the people who, like the company that made the movie, they really wanted DiCaprio, and actually the director left originally because she really wanted Christian Bale to be it. And then eventually the Lionsgate was like, you know what, fine. Made the director come back, and then they allowed Christian Bale to be the lead role.
I really wanted to give you guys like a head start because there's a Dead Meat video on this. I highly recommend them if you haven't watched this.
I've watched
On
it.
this, there's a lot of fun facts in there, but thanks for putting in the work. I really appreciate that.
Huh?
Did you watch the video?
What video?
No
I watched
cheaters
the video.
here. No cheaters here.
I watched a few videos. I watched a
God
bunch.
damn it.
What?
I'm gonna.
Do we have a bunch of the same facts?
Yeah. Well, there's not that many. It's all a bunch
I
of.
did a lot of fact. Like I did
Oh my-
multiple videos about fun facts.
stuff.
There's a yeah, I think one of my favorite facts about this movie is like the scenes with Willem Dafoe, especially the first scene.
Yeah, the 3 different.
Yeah, they filmed it 3 different times. One where he has no fucking idea Pat Bateman killed Paul Allen. One where he suspects Pat Bateman killed Paul Allen, but he doesn't really know for sure. And then the one where he's like, "You fucking did it, you cunt." I can't say that word.
Why not?
It's a bad word.
We say
Let's
cunt
keep it
all the
going.
time.
Let's keep it going.
But yeah, I know you fucking did it, you wanker.
Okay.
Wanker.
You wanker.
Yeah.
You bloody wanker.
You bloody wanker, you
You bloody
fucking...
wanker.
You bloody wanker.
I talked to a British man today.
Did you tell him to kill himself?
Why do you keep saying that?
I hate British
we already did an intro, and he already said kill himself. So this is not the first intro, including last people. Last
people.
episode.
Why? I hate British people.
I hope I gave you mush mouth again. This episode is about American Psycho
If you couldn't
2000.
I didn't even get to finish the other actors.
Oh.
Ewan McGregor, Keanu Reeves, Johnny Depp.
Oh man, Keanu Reeves would have sucked ass in this role.
Yeah, he would have just been like with a pencil.
My God, I feel bad for anybody that listens to this on audio. What would that sound like? I'm curious.
Little clasps clicking together.
All yours.
You jigging?
Oh, don't say that word.
What? That's a
What?
dance. That's an Irish dance. What?
What did you just pull out of that hat?
What the fuck?
Is that your jacket?
That is my jacket, but he pulled out the hat.
What?
I don't know.
Bro, you got rabbits and shit in there? I might just use my hands, guys. I'm really sorry, but I've been feet fucking lately. I don't feet fucking up. I got mush mouth yet again.
Who have you been fucking with your feet?
Nobody. I don't use my feet like that. My
Then
feet
why'd
aren't
you
that-
say you've been feet fucking?
I apologize. That was the wrong thing to say. Let's get into some background of some of these guys, and then we can go into some more fun facts. They're super fun, trust me.
No, they're not.
Christian Bale plays Patrick Bateman.
Holy shit.
Patrick Bateman, therefore,
Stop touching me.
is,
Stop.
Rashad Bateman, wide receiver for the
is
Baltimore Ravens.
fucking Batman.
Oh my god.
Patrick
Oh, wait,
Bateman
actually,
is
yeah,
Batman.
You're right.
They're the same
Jared
person.
Leto is Paul Allen. Leto, Stiletto,
Defoe, detective.
is the greatest in the greatest movie ever, Morbius, and is also the fucking Joker. So, Batman and Joker
Oh,
in this
Leto.
bitch.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Willem Dafoe. When I saw his name, he has a strange name. I really.
Willem
He has
Dafoe.
one of the coolest names.
It is
ever.
really cool, but like, where did it come from? Like, why Willem?
It's
His
because it's
dad,
probably William?
blank Defoe.
What? Blank.
Well, yeah, I don't know his dad's name, but his dad's last name is
His
probably
dad's
Defoe.
name's just fucking blank.
Well, he plays Donald Kimball.
Glover?
Kimball, Detective Kimball.
Okay, Kimball. He was in The
Kimball.
Lighthouse and Platoon, some of my favorite movies of all time. It's very good enough.
Life Aquatic. He was in Life Aquatic.
I don't care. I don't care about Life Aquatic.
Fuck you.
What is Life Aquatic?
It's a Wes Anderson film.
Oh man, he sucks. Wes
Why?
Anderson sucks.
Okay, this is the last episode ever from Minute Media Podcast. I don't care what he says. I will never do one of these episodes ever again.
We watched over half of that, right? You came in and
no,
weird.
you guys watched the fucking Royale, whatever the fuck. Famous.
He has some decent movies. Fantastic Mr. Fox is good, but
That's a
he
fucking.
he ain't on that different level. Bro. He ain't on that.
That's
top
a
tier, in
normal
my
opinion to have. That's not even like. It's not an outlandish thing to say. That's just everyone's opinion on that movie. Everyone thinks it's a good movie.
Yeah.
So it's
he
not
has some decent. I'm not gonna hate on him, but people ride him so hard
because
like,
he makes good films.
It's
I
not.
actually agree with you on that one.
They ride him. They ride him.
He's good. He's just not elite. He's good though. He's good.
He's
Who's-
not. He's not
who's
Martin
be-
Scorsese, bro.
Who's better than Wes Anderson?
Martin
Fucking
Scorsese,
Kevin
bro.
Feige, huh?
What?
That's
He's
that's
an
what-
actor, bro.
That's what you're Kevin
I, think
Feige.
Or a
I like
producer.
Tarantino more than I like.
Yeah, Tarantino
Wes
is, I would say,
Arguably.
better, but he's also in that weird category. You can't call him like. He's my personal favorite,
my
but I'm
favorite.
not gonna say he's the best.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like he's really good, but he doesn't.
Better than Wes Anderson.
He is better than Wes Anderson. Wes Anderson's got some weird shit going on.
I'm not talking for the rest of this podcast.
Okay. Anyways, American Psycho.
I got one more character, but I'll go
Oh,
to
go
that
on.
last.
Oh.
No, I got some connections and some stuff I gotta hash out.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, anyways, start of the movie. I think someone should show the. Oh, what are you pointing at?
Keep going.
I think someone should show this movie to Kanye because within the first few minutes he says, "Cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks."
I actually used one of these quotes in my last Instagram post. It's not linked at all or anything on.
Good luck finding it, assholes.
It's very easy, but I'm probably not going to add you back, fortunately. Unless you want. That was awful. I apologize.
You just
God,
did
that was awful.
You miming it.
God. You can't do a mime act on an audio platform, you fucking numbskull.
Numbskull.
Let's hear a fun fact, Brandon. Dog.
I have a fun fact if you want a fun
Alright,
fact.
yeah. I guess
Um,
it's just me and you.
Okay, that's fine. Christian Bale, besides the fact for he's known for his extreme weight loss in his roles. Like in Batman, he bulked up too much.
And the mechanist. What
There
is
was
it
the
called?
one where he had to like get super skinny.
Yeah,
and
I
he
think
like
it-
lost. He got like
Mechanist, I think.
he, like,
Or, I don't know
lost-
the name of it.
cartilage in his spine or some shit.
Yeah, he got fucked up.
Yeah,
He wasn't acting when he was in pain from his spine in fucking
Yeah.
Batman 3.
he's gone through some shit.
Yeah,
as
I'm
an
gonna
actor.
say it wrong. What are you gonna do about it?
Anyways, but for this movie, he worked out 3 hours a day to get chiseled and got dental work.
Dental work.
He got dental work because his teeth were fine.
Oh, he's British, of course.
Yeah, he is British actually.
Fucking dental work,
But,
of course.
he liked
did
his-
he do it in America? I guarantee he did. They don't
Here-
got it.
here-
They don't have no fucking dentists in the UK.
But apparently he
Or orthodontists.
he could have gotten like because he wanted to like show because Patrick Bateman's all perfection, so he could have put like a thing that goes over his teeth to make it look better, but then he would have had a slight lisp. Imagine Patrick Bateman with a lisp, and then also he would have been
Can
able
you
to.
demonstrate for us?
Hey, my name is Patrick Bateman.
You talked. But and then also in some shots you might be able to see the thing over his teeth. So he literally got like permanent dental work just to play Patrick Bateman.
That's pretty cool because, I mean, that's pretty cool, Bateman. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. And then also
Too bad Nick Kroll won't get some fucking dental work.
I hate Nick Kroll. Nick Kroll, we're gonna link this. Reese Witherspoon is in this movie. She plays Evelyn Williams. She's also in Legally Blonde, but she's also in Illumination's Sing. Sing is made with an actor, Nick Kroll. Nick Kroll made the show Big Mouth. Big Mouth is the biggest, stinkiest pile of shit I've ever watched. I hate it.
when I was like a freshman, I liked that shit. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie to
of
you.
course you would. Of course
when
you
I was
would.
a freshman,
It makes sense.
not anymore. But when I was a freshman, what-
He does the same voice for every character.
Hey, my name's Nick. My name's Nick. Oh, hi, my name's Steven. Oh, hi, my
what
name's...
character does he play in Big Mouth?
Everyone!
All of
Oh, that makes sense.
They all have the worst. They're hard to look at. They look bad. I don't want. I'm
Hey,
not gonna.
my name's Horrible
I'm not
Monster.
slandering. I'm not gonna slander Nick Kroll here because I don't
He's a
want to get
terrible
sued.
person.
I don't
He-
want to get sued.
This show's all
No,
child porn.
See that ugly guy?
We don't. We don't want to get sued, so we're not gonna. We're not gonna get. I'm not gonna get sued. He might. If he does, it's on him, and I'm not helping.
If you're gonna sue me, you're gonna sue the whole Midnight Media podcast.
I'll leave.
I'm just a guest.
No.
You're-
You want your name on the podcast, buddy?
Not if he's gonna do some heinous crimes.
Yeah, I'll cut it if you do some shit like that. I'm not gonna do that. But
Will
I
he
just
actually-
wanna. I
Will he
just.
actually sue us?
I don't know.
Who the
Here.
fuck cares? We're like a tiny podcast.
Yeah, but what if he sees it? Everybody can see it.
No one's gonna. Nick Kroll is not gonna see the.
I
Midnight
feel
Media
like there's
podcast.
nothing
on
better
American
that Nick
Psycho.
Kroll is doing right now.
He's probably cooking up some new child porn scenes for Big Mouth. That's
He-
all. That's all
no,
it is.
No. He has brought up child porn with Ellen and now Nick Kroll. Now I'm defending Nick Kroll because you said he does child porn.
That's what Big Mouth is.
Theoretically, actually, to a point, he not entirely wrong.
They don't show anything.
Yes, they do. First, I've watched the first season. It was the first or second season when
They
he's
do
doing the
show some
zip line.
parts.
His fucking his pants are down. You can see
Why
his
are we
fucking
talking about
dick.
Big Mouth?
I don't know. I wanted to shit talk it, and he's just talking about porn now. I just wanted
I'm
to
shit talking it.
Like
That's not shit. That's just making up.
That's not making
porn.
up. It's shit porn. It's child porn. Big Mouth is child
My
porn.
Kalahari bracelet looks like I escaped a mental hospital.
I'm gonna go to one after this one. Jesus Christ. I just wanted some little fun at Nick Kroll's expense because I think he's a gremlin but he's gonna bring up child porn. I wasn't gonna get that deep with it.
Oh.
I'm just going with he's a gremlin. He looks like he.
You didn't
eats-
say he's a gremlin until just now.
You didn't let me. You just brought up child porn immediately.
That I didn't do it immediately.
He did it immediately.
Almost immediately.
Almost immediately.
You didn't talk for like 10 minutes, and then you bring up child porn.
Fuck you.
You win your villain arc.
That's not a villain arc. That's just weird.
Criminal arc.
Yeah, it's not.
You trying to
villain.
join?
It's
You trying to
just
join
a
Kanye,
criminal.
bro? You trying to be his bestie?
No.
Okay, American Psycho.
Wow. Wow. Oh wow.
We're back.
What an awful thing to start this podcast.
Yeah, he doesn't have kids.
Yep.
He said some foul shit.
Some
He
heinous-
said he was not going to, but he lied. He bold-faced lied to us.
He said
No,
thing
no,
that
we
was
can't.
bad.
We cannot repeat it.
He made a threat.
No.
Did. Yes, you fucking did.
That was a threat. That was a war cry.
That was
No.
worse than what you did. That was much worse
Hey,
than
we're
what
not
you
going to
did.
bring this up, but yeah, that is much worse than what
That was worse, right?
Good thing he doesn't have children. Nick Kroll doesn't have children.
Okay, anyways, moving on. Back to the movie, not Big Mouth and Nick Kroll. Jesus
Nick
Christ.
Kroll. I never thought I'd apologize, but I'm sorry.
Please send me $500. My car is broke down and I don't
This
know how
is
to
the
get
second. I'm gonna leave in the first time, pal.
home. Oh,
Yeah.
Fucking
I thought you were
idiot.
going to cut it.
No, you
Not all of
dumbass.
it.
Oh,
You,
well,
you stupid
I said it
bastard.
twice.
you
I need the money.
stupid bastard.
I need, please.
Why not? You stupid.
Okay. This movie was also directed by Mary Herron.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I almost put the guy Morgan J. Freeman, but they don't credit him in the movie, so I won't credit him here.
Morgan
You
Freeman?
made no, he made the second one. Brandon
Ugh.
Brandon is the only one here that watched that.
Oh,
I hate that
I actually
movie.
found out about that, the Mila Kunis, whatever. What's her name?
Kunis?
Yeah, sure.
Meg.
Her. Apparently, that movie was
Shut up, Meg.
that movie was shot.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be American
wasn't.
Psycho 2.
They just-
For some reason, they just made it American Psycho 2. I don't know why.
What was it originally
I
called?
don't know.
I don't know what it was originally called. It was just supposed to be some fucking dumb indie movie about just this chick murdering people.
Yeah.
But then, for some...
Then
She
she-
was already in Family Guy at that point. Why did she do that movie?
I don't know. She was confused herself, I believe.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's ring the bell. We're ringing the bell this time. We're getting into the movie.
Okay.
Right? We got it. We're
got
we're very behind.
Ring
Ring the
my
bell. Ring the bell, Corey. Oh yeah. Here we go. They don't have a good bathroom to do coke in is pretty much the first line. Not exactly, but
Yeah, essentially.
yeah.
Essentially.
That's pretty much the theme of this movie.
There's a lot of coke.
It's just an 80s satire, or it's a satire film on 80s materialism to a point.
Yeah.
Damn.
What do you think? You think a lot of the shit that he does is you think
It's
he's
just kind of funny.
because then eventually after the when he yells at the woman, calls her like a ugly bitch.
Oh yeah, after they go to the restaurant, they go to a bar and you're a fucking ugly bitch. I want to cut you up and play with your blood a little.
Yeah. So do you think that he's hallucinating, or do you
Yeah,
think
he's
it's
not saying
or
that.
no,
There's-
no. Do you think he's dreaming this or hallucinating? Because there's a difference.
I think it's just in his head. I think he's there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the,
so
whole,
hallucination.
the whole movie's in his head.
Yeah.
What?
To a point.
I have a different
To a
opinion
point.
on that.
I have a different point as well because it like cuts in and out of reality.
Yeah, it's
That's not my opinion.
it's kind of like
What do you
the Joker movie to a point, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
To a
That's
certain
right.
point where it's
Um,
like it's kind of in and out
yeah.
of like reality.
What I'm thinking is, there is. I more believe that, but there is a point I've seen where, his dad is the CEO of that company.
I've seen that too. I've
His
seen
dad
that
is the
point.
CEO of the company, and it's one of the most important companies in America, in the world, because it controls the stock market.
Mhm.
How bad would it look if that company had a fucking murderer everywhere? The son, and he is one of the vice presidents of the company.
Oh, so you think that just covering it up?
His dad is just covering it up since he's so important.
I mean,
So that is very possible, in my opinion.
because if
The way the lady interacted with him at Paul Allen's apartment later in the movie, is very suspect.
That's true. That's true.
And if we are to believe the second one is canon, he kills people. Technically.
True.
Because the original intro to that movie is him kidnapping Mila Kunis and her babysitter.
And he's starting to eat out the babysitter, and then Mila Kunis
Kills
him.
But he is shown as a serial killer at that point. So, does that mean that is canon or not?
I don't know. I like to just think of this movie alone. The second
Yeah,
one.
that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, the second one doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
if we're gonna look at it like that, it is different.
I won't go into my points later on because we gotta go later in the movie.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
But I also feel like that it is fucking a little bit in his head, because you can see after he leaves Paul Allen's place, or
That's
not whatever Paul Allen's place, that you can see that it's very like weird that like he's like off his fucking meds or some shit when he gets to the payphone. He's like, like that's exactly his words. I'm pretty sure.
I got other points that I'll make later on
Okay.
as well.
But yeah, let's just keep her moving.
There's
He has a pristine apartment. Like it's
Yeah.
weird, weirdly clean, weirdly nice.
then he got his weird ass routine.
Yeah, he's got I put rigorous, but I spelt it wrong. Morning routine. Oh my god, I'm so bad at spelling.
Do not pass the 4th grade spelling bee.
Jesus, how?
I'm awful at spelling as well.
The point I put down is he's basically a shell of a human being. He's
Yeah.
not a person.
I thought you were gonna say he's basically Sheldon.
He fucking is, isn't
Low
he?
key, to an extent, like murderous and less
Hey,
smart. I mean,
Hey,
but yeah, no, he like tries to make himself look as good as possible. Because all they care about is how they look, how they
he
appear.
wants to fit.
I want to fit in.
Yep. I'll put that in
am
later too.
simply not.
There is an idea of a Patrick Bateman.
Now,
Some kind of
abstract
abstraction, but there is no real me. Only an entity.
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 Illusion, he says too.
And
Yeah, it goes farther,
Yeah,
but I
but-
only wrote entity, and then he talks a little bit more. I'm simply not there. But the point he's saying is he's not real. He
Yeah.
doesn't think of himself as a real person.
Yeah, he's just an opinion. He's just a face.
He's just a face.
he's the abstract idea of what the perfect human is.
Yeah.
That's the point that Patrick Bateman is, because you can see, as you can see with like when they're in the fucking restaurant, or whatever, how he's talking about cool with the anti-Semitic remarks. He's trying to be this hip PC person, and then the whole fucking he's like when they're talking about Sri Lanka.
he brings
he's just
up
spewing
this-
a bunch of bullshit. He's not saying any real facts.
But he's
just saying,
saying
like,
things
general
that
ideas.
seem really
Yeah.
good, but
Yeah.
they're not real. They're not real
like,
things.
They're not like it's just like ideas for like it's a concept of
We
what
have
he's
to
trying
feed
say.
the people. We have to do all this.
Yeah,
We
he's
have
just
to-
saying like very basic things that would sound like things
you're a
that are
caring
important.
person.
Like you're a caring thing or a caring person. You like these issues are important, but it's like if you're talking to someone that actually knows what the fuck you're talking about, you're like
You're an idiot.
you're a fucking dumbass.
Before we move on to that, I want to say he is honestly just like me when I'm walking into work.
The Walking on Sunshine.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh my goodness. He's just walking in like this. He's
We'll go ahead,
strutting
man.
his shit.
Low-key, that's how I walk to classes. I can't lie. I put in the earbuds and I'm just floating.
In reality, though, Patrick Bateman's kind of a fucking loser.
That's
about
it.
it.
Yeah,
He's
that's
a-
the point of him.
Yeah. That's
He's not a cool guy.
Also, in my notes, when after his routine, I just put man ass.
You do see a lot of man ass in this movie, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
You also see some ditties.
Well, please
What?
do not include that.
No.
Do not
You
include
gotta
that.
include
It sounds
You should.
terrible.
Keep that in. Keep that in.
No,
Keep that
he's
in, bro.
cringing right now. He cringes.
that
You're
in.
cringe. You know you did. You son of a bitch.
I'm gonna bleep it. We see boobs. I'm gonna bleep it. You're not gonna hear me say that.
Say what?
It.
What's
The Thing. Well, anyways,
We could have done
not
like
that.
Rhett and Link and said boobaloobaloobies.
that's better.
We see boobaloobaloobies in this.
I love baloobaloobaloobies. I love.
Don't wear that outfit again.
Yeah, I had that written down too. You look nice today. Don't wear that outfit again.
Look at him. Don't wear that outfit again, bro.
I'm gonna come on your face while you're sleeping.
Isn't that actually like a good face move? Anyway, besides the point.
What?
Besides the point. Sorry. I like that this movie pokes fun at the people who like make this their personality.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
if-
lot of people that are like,
if
they
you're
think
some-
you're cool.
If you're
'cause you-
some, oh, I'm Sigma, we go gym. Fuck you. Stop listening to our podcast, you fucking bitch, douchebag, prick.
Bitch made.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bitch made for real, gang.
I mean, if they
Okay,
go to
that
the
was
gym,
it.
they're cool.
No, if their whole personality is like, oh, I'm Sigma, we go gym. Fuck you. No,
Oh, I thought you meant just people that go to the gym.
no, not people that go like
I feel like you're targeting Luke a little bit.
people that go to the
Luke
gym. are
isn't
cool,
like
but
that.
Luke's
Changed, but like in high school, Luke was
Luke is a former member of the SNM podcast.
the old podcast.
so is Logan.
Shout out. Watch some of the episodes.
So is Logan Wise. He's at 12 shits so far.
Why would you mention that?
Yeah, they got a whole thing going on with Shitmap.
Yeah, hell no.
We're not gonna.
No,
We're not talking about it. We're not talking about it. We needed to talk about Logan.
The funny.
Something.
Yeah, we had to say Logan's name. It's a thing because we missed one, so we got to get our streak back. They go straight into you meet his fiance, and he's basically ignoring her, and
I
then you
like her.
then you
He's fucking
find
your
out he
friend.
fucking hates her.
Oh yeah,
He hates her. This is where you find out his dad is the CEO of Pierre and Pierre. I think that's what it's called.
something where you
Pierce and
she's like,
Pierce.
you hate
Pierce
your
and
job.
Pierce.
Why don't you quit? I want
want-
to fit in.
I
I
want
want
to fit in.
Yeah, essentially. Also, this is where you find out his weird obsession with blondes.
They also are
Yeah.
cheating on each other
I don't
casually
remember that. She's cheating on him.
with Bryce,
Oh,
and then he's cheating on Lewis's fiance because Lewis ain't got no dick for her.
Lewis only got dick.
that's
from her.
weird. They're like just cheating on each other openly.
Yeah, because it's
It's not,
making
no,
fun
it's not
of how-
openly. They don't know.
They don't
Well,
know. They know.
Patrick
know, 'cause,
Patrick
like-
knows that, but I don't think she knows.
Oh, because like
And
when,
then-
when she called the apartment later, she was like, "Hope you're not with another girl."
Cause he be. Yeah. She definitely doesn't know. That's a good point. I forgot about that. No, she's like I know. She like knows that he does that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what my point was.
Okay.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm blind.
Hope you're not ignoring me. Is like what she's saying.
Yeah.
You're mine. Don't forget.
He casually just kills a woman.
Yeah, if
His
he actually
first
did,
victim.
Yeah.
I believe it's real. I believe that
No.
this one is definitely real because he interacts with somebody at the
Laundromat.
laundromat. He
Trying to
definitely
out.
killed somebody there. I think this one is for sure a real victim.
Potentially.
I honestly, I
Only
know.
one
think
that only
she's-
one that I can like for real see is the homeless man, which is so
I-
sad.
I think that one's real. I think this one is for
I
sure
think
real.
I think these first two are real. The other ones aren't.
Yeah.
Well, the
No.
one where the supermodel one, that's also real.
yeah, because he cut her head off. You see it in the fridge.
Yeah, you see it in the fridge. That might be fake, but he has a lock of her hair.
Yeah, he has a lot of her. He's interacting with their body parts in the real world. With the other ones, you don't see it as much.
Fair, but he doesn't. That chainsaw girl, he don't get hurt for real.
I don't think
Yeah,
he
no,
kills her.
Everybody would have heard her screaming.
If it's
Yeah.
in his head, yeah, she would have gotten attention. He would have been found.
She
He
was running around-
screams afterwards after dropping a chainsaw down a fucking.
Oh, she was running around banging on the walls, screaming, and then also like, here, if you're running through a hallway with a chainsaw in a hotel, that's just gonna echo everywhere. You're gonna hear it.
Her apartment.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear it.
Just
It's almost gonna see
naked,
it.
full of blood.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody saw that.
Maybe he killed the one supermodel or whatever, and then like the other girl actually, instead of like him seeing her leave, she actually just got away.
I don't think so, because there's like so many other bodies in that apartment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not. I don't think that whole thing in Paul Allen's place is real. I don't think
It depends on. Again, like the way the lawyer acts at the end is really suspect to me.
But also the one girl who was like, did you see my ad? Or like, did you see the ad that I like in the
Yeah.
newspaper? And he goes, yeah, I did. There was no ad. Don't come back here.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. That's very like suspicious to me.
That's true. This movie is very I think it's supposed to. It's
Yeah, it is.
supposed
It's
to be a
similar.
mindfuck.
What movie is it? It's
Joker.
another horror movie that came up before this. It's based in Antarctica. It's The Thing, where you have no idea what's taken over by the Thing, and then by the end of the
isn't
movie,
this like the Among Us movie?
what?
There's an Among Us like movie where where there's parasites that infect people and you don't know that they infected. It's like impossible.
Yes, yeah,
That's
yeah.
the thing.
That's nobody's ever called it the Among Us movie.
I did just now.
Yeah, I know you
The
did.
Among Us movie. Go watch it.
Please, it's so good.
Is it good?
Yes, it's one of the best horror movies of all time.
I'll
You
watch
just
it.
called it the Among Us movie.
I'll watch it.
Shout out John Carpenter, man. That's
Shout out the
that
creators
guy.
of
That guy's better than Wes Anderson, right there. Fucking John Carpenter, bro.
I'm done with this podcast. You think I'm joking?
Joker.
I'm not coming back next week. This is it. We had
This
a
is my
good
cry
run.
for help. Save me.
Oh, he casually has porn in his apartment while he's
Dude,
working out.
I put casually watching porn as well.
Yeah,
Dude,
he was just-
nice.
he was
Casually
just-
watching
No,
porn.
it wasn't while he was working out. He was watching Chainsaw
Oh,
Massacre while he was working out.
Yeah, he was watching horror movies,
Yeah, he
and
was
then he
watching
was-
porn while he was on the phone with Evelyn and trying
Yeah,
to get
yeah, yeah.
reservation at Dorsia.
No, not Evelyn. It was
No, not Evelyn.
Courtney.
Lisa Simpson.
I think it was Courtney.
I think it was Lisa Simpson.
Lisa's 10.
Dude, I fucking gaslighted him so hard last week. Oh my god,
I knew you were capping. I just
Well, then
played
why'd you go
along.
along? Why'd you go along?
'Cause it was funny.
No,
Yes, it was.
it wasn't.
Anyway.
Lisa Simpson's in this movie. She dies.
Huh?
She was that dog.
I guess maybe he named the dog Lisa, and we have no idea.
I'm glad he at least killed the dog, real shit.
What
Because,
the
like,
fuck?
You gotta hear me out. Because he killed the owner, and then the dog is just gonna like.
You know he can get adopted, right? You know he can
right,
get
yeah,
adopted.
sorry, rest in peace, the dog.
Fucking
That
idiot.
homeless
Rest
guy.
in peace, Lisa Simpson, the dog.
The dog.
Rest in
he
peace.
tries to call for a table at Dorsia, and he's literally evil laughed off.
Yeah, the guy literally starts laughing at him. I feel like that part was also had to be fake. Because no one just starts laughing like that.
I feel like it might be real. They
That one
kind
might.
of they fucking hate him.
Oh,
Everybody
they know
fucking
me. They know me.
Oh.
You didn't give any names. Yeah, they know me.
Oh, not that one. Not that time. He calls Dorsia twice.
Yeah, the second time he's
The
just
first
like,
one's with Courtney, and then he goes to like that weird. It starts with a B.
Arcadia.
Arcadia.
Oh, and he drugs her, so she like.
No, he doesn't
No,
drug her.
she doesn't
She's
drug-
out of her
she drugs herself.
fucking mind.
She's
She's in. I just have it. She's in Yodi land. That's what I have.
Yeah, she's a fucking fiend.
Courtney's in Yodi land, and then Paul makes his first mistake. He mistakes Patrick. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
He mistakes Patrick for somebody else, and then the coolest scene of the movie happens. The card scene, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's almost like we did an intro for that or something.
Maybe.
We forgot about that.
We definitely did it before we did this episode.
Not after.
Well, anyways,
Yeah.
I also like the card because it's such a competition over such a stupid thing. I also like how he says, what is it? It said same barber, but I have a slightly better haircut. They all are just copy paste, trying to slightly one up each other.
Yeah, if you also notice where it says their like names on their cards, it says their names and all their positions. It just says vice president.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, and acquisitions is spelled wrong.
yeah. It's
All of them?
Yeah, this is why it's a satire
It's a
movie on
satire.
80s materialism.
With a funny guy that kills some people.
Yeah, I mean, he's a wisecracker.
Yeah, after that, Patrick fucking guts a homeless man. After
Shit's
saying
so sad.
you smell like shit.
My
Do you think that's what
We
it's
have
saying?
nothing in common.
get a job.
Get a job.
Get a job.
And my notes-
Aren't you hungry?
In my
Isn't it
notes-
cold out?
Oh.
What'd you
Am
get
I-
fired for? Insider trading? Insider trading? I'm just joking. You're a fucking piece of shit.
In my notes, I put fucks with homeless guy. Bro is for real Homelander.
He is Homelander without the powers.
That is something Homelander would fucking do. You just flying. He sees a homeless guy. He just starts to fuck with him. He just starts to fuck with. Oh, look at this guy.
Specifically, the line where it's like, "You smell like shit." You know that? That is Homelander.
Dude, I was crying. That was
That
so
is
funny.
Homelander.
Dude, that fucking like it's sad that he kills a homeless guy, but that whole fucking scene's hilarious. Why don't you get a fucking job? Holy shit. Real shit though, why don't homeless people just get a job?
Okay.
What?
Whoa, bro, you can't.
I'm
say
keeping that in. I'm keeping it in.
Oh.
He said that. He just said that. Do you remember the scene where Homelander nutted all over the people of whatever city they're in?
Oh yeah, where he's just jerking off over
On
the
top of
fucking
the statue thing?
Yeah, it was
Like
on
the
top of the
gargoyle?
Empire State Building.
Yeah.
Or Chrysler Building, one of the two.
Bro just nutted on someone. Can you
That's
imagine
something Pat
getting
Damon would
nutted?
do.
Low-key.
Dude, you know, actually, this is a completely fucking random fun fact I found out. Do you know, like, there was supposed to be a different director. I forget what their name is.
Was it
But-
Morgan J. Freeman?
Maybe? I don't know. But this different director, at the very end of the movie, there was supposed to be a final scene where there was a fucking music number on atop the World Trade Center.
That would have been bad.
Why would that have been bad? What happened in 2001?
Brandon.
What are you off today? What'd you drink, bro?
Off the rocker. The clip-on tie got him acting different.
It's time. This shit's about to get crazy.
He goes to dinner with Paul!
Who doesn't actually die, by the way.
Yeah, I don't...
He might.
The guy said
That's
he had-
why. Yeah, but if his dad did cover it up, he had dinner with me.
Or maybe the lawyer was like, keep it down.
Yeah, I had dinner with.
That makes sense, but
I
also...
know.
I
That
don't
makes
know.
sense.
But also it makes sense that he's just alive and he's a fucking crazy moron. It makes sense on both sides.
I know. I like the side where he actually did it, and he's just got daddy's money.
That's fair. You got a point.
I think it's more
That's it.
entertaining. If he's just, it's better than him just losing his mind, right?
That's funnier.
What's funnier?
Him losing his fucking mind, thinking he killed all these people. And
I
it's
hope
just
they
like,
add him to Fortnite so I can gritty with him.
You get gritty with
Pat
Paul Allen
Bateman.
and Pat Bateman.
Pat Bateman. He hit.
Hey,
that
Paul!
Uh,
That's my favorite fucking part of the movie.
oh, the axe?
Do you,
He
why,
gets
why
him
is there
drunk.
why is there
He
sections
plays
of the
fucking-
fashion all over? Do you have like a chow or something? No, Paul, I don't.
Is that a raincoat?
Is that right? Yes, Paul. Oh.
They had to
Hey, Paul.
Oh.
What? Ah!
They had to destroy 100,000.
Then he's smoking that
Oh.
Paul pack immediately.
Yeah.
Facts.
They had to destroy 100,000 copies of CDs from like that music album, like for this movie soundtrack, because it had "Hip to Be Square" on it, and they didn't want it to be associated with the movie. Because he's dancing to "Hip to Be Square" before he kills him. But the people were like, "Yeah, no, we don't want to associate with this goddamn movie." So they had to burn or like destroy 100,000 CDs with "Hip to Be Square" on the movie soundtrack.
Fire song. It's fire. That's a fire song. Huey goes crazy on that.
Who in the new?
The music knowledge is crazy though. He like me for real.
Is he?
No, with the music knowledge. With the music knowledge. The music knowledge.
The Whitney Houston one is awesome.
Corey
That one's
Bateman Bracel.
Oh yeah, she said no, by the way, to being on the movie. So they used like a cover of like an instrumentational cover of one.
Oh,
of the
that
songs.
wasn't actually Whitney?
No,
Oh, man.
because she said no. She didn't want to be associated with the movie either.
Oh, he goes to Paul's apartment and packs it like he's going to a trip,
Mhm.
and then he meets the detective the next day.
That's
and
why-
he's
that's why-
suspect as shit.
That's why I also say that. That's why I also think it was all in his head because, like, if Paul Allen's already in London, then why would he?
That's why both make sense. But why would the detective
Yeah.
actually be looking?
That also helps
For him.
helps the theory as well that like subconsciously he knew that he was going to London, so it all like worked out, and thought he got away with it, but
Exactly.
it actually just happened, but he didn't realize it happened. Which could be a dream as well. Like when you dream, you subconsciously take things from real life. So that's why I think it could be in his head or a dream. It can go both ways.
It literally can go both ways. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
And then he basically said he did it to the fucking detective.
Yeah, basically.
Because
Yeah,
he can't
this
figure
is-
out his whereabouts and he can't do shit. He's weird as
And
hell.
then people said that, but then also the people said that Patrick Bateman was with them.
His dad could have paid them.
Oh, you're
They're
right.
fucking rich. He's a
You're right.
rich asshole. His dad's
is-
rich as fuck. It's like,
You're right.
it's politics, dude.
This first scene though with Willem Dafoe, it's one of my
It's
favorite scenes in the
fucking
movie.
It's
awesome.
such a
I didn't write
fun
anything
fucking
down
scene.
during it because
I
I,
just
was
wrote-
so fucking entranced in it.
I just put Defoe the goat. That's all.
They
I put.
That
they
is true.
they
He
have
has
such a
a-
good back and forth. It is crazy entertaining.
It is.
It's mainly because of the fucking
Yeah.
the 3 different takes and they chop it all up.
Yeah.
And that way it keeps you guessing.
Because like he's getting closer, he's
Yep.
getting closer.
Oh.
and I don't think it's you at all. That's cool as fuck how they did
It
that.
is so
I
cool.
really think that is awesome. Oh my
I
god.
wish more movies would do that with like, a
Ben?
mystery type scenario.
Hooker scene.
Yeah. All I put was my notes is creepy ass motherfucker.
No, I got a lot written down. He picks up a street hooker and then calls a high class hooker for some reason. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like he gets 2 different types
I think it's
of
in poor taste to call them hookers,
what's the
Sex workers.
sex
sex workers.
Is that better?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Sex workers, prostitute,
High class sex
Working
worker
woman.
and then street hooker.
working woman.
working women.
Is that what?
I think that's the proper term to use.
Sex
They are
worker.
Sorry, I don't.
They're
I
working
don't
on
know the
Sex
terms.
worker. I feel like sex worker.
Hooker's definitely not the word to use.
Why is it called a hooker? It's definitely something bad.
Probably that's why I'm saying it's not
Yeah.
the worst. Or it's not
Oh,
Could be. I'm just
that
guessing.
makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? You put
It does
bait on
make
the hook.
sense.
the word to use. Anyways, these sex
Fresh
workers.
Kinda.
What?
The phone drop.
Did you say
Like
freshman?
fresh meat, kind of like a hooker. It's on a
It's not
hook.
fresh. You know it's not fresh.
Oh my!
Oh my
that's-
god.
I feel like you've shit talked sex workers before. I feel like we've done this. This is not
No.
the first round of this
No, I don't think
conversation. Can you comment if he's ever done this before, please?
No one's gonna comment.
You have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah. How about that?
Like, comment, and subscribe for more funny YouTube videos.
About working women.
Yep. Sex worker.
Let us know if your
Sex
mom's a
workers.
working woman.
Oh
What's
my!
the
Nope. No.
Let-
no.
let
no.
us
no.
know.
No. Nope.
Let him know. Not
No.
us.
No. No. Yeah. No, I don't want to know. He treats the one that he picked up really well at first, like
Yeah.
fresh Chardonnay and or was it champagne? Whatever
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
was,
Benny
champagne.
tells her to fucking wash her pussy.
Yep.
But, I mean, for her, that's
Bend
not
over.
that bad.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
her,
Also,
but
like,
that's like-
in a nice,
I take
in
that
a nice
as an
apartment,
insult.
in a nice apartment, giving her like nice stuff, and he's actually
and
being
then
nice to an extent.
here, take a robe, something like that. Like he's not being a dick at that point.
He's being weird, but not like an asshole.
And then when the other one comes,
It all switches.
he tries to impress them by
Yeah.
showing everything. But she is a high class one. She's seen all this. Everything she's seen this.
Yeah. I like that he's just like talking about music and all these random facts. He's like, take off your clothes. And keeps
Like
talking
he
about music.
instructs them
Yeah.
while boring them with his music because they
Yeah.
don't give a shit about his tastes or
Yeah,
anything
they
like
just
that.
want to get paid.
Yeah. Then they have normal sex. I mean, normal. He
Yeah.
records them and then
He looking in the. Isn't that where he looks?
he's
is he
flexing
looking,
in the mirror.
Look at himself.
He basically watches himself fuck.
Yeah.
That's cooler for him than actually having sex. Like he doesn't give a shit about them.
In my notes, I put stares at himself while fucking, but then wah doesn't kill him.
What happens next is they go to sleep actually.
Yeah.
And then they ask, "Oh, can we go?"
No, her arm flops down the watch. She's like, "Don't touch the watch." That's
Oh,
what
I forgot about the watch.
Yeah, that's first. And then
Also, fun fact: it was in the book, the original book. It says, "Don't touch the Rolex."
Yeah,
but they
but
changed it to "Don't touch the watch" because Rolex. didn't
yeah,
want to be a-
Rolex didn't want Patrick Bateman touching the watch.
Yeah.
So literally everyone
Yep.
else except Patrick Bateman in the movie had a fucking Rolex.
Mm-hmm.
oh, did they actually like have Rolexes,
Yeah.
but he did
Yeah.
not?
Because
Yeah, he didn't have.
that's
Rolex.
how a lot of movies get money and shit. Just like branding, like they paid.
But you don't want the fucking killer.
They wanted all the fancy businessmen to have it except Bateman.
But they're still all dicks.
But yeah, but that's
Any-
all, no, but that's also because in the book it said don't touch the Rolex, so it's like kind of like a joke. A joke
To an
of
extent.
sorts.
Yeah.
And then he tortures them, pretty
Yeah.
much. Torture porn because he records all of it still.
Oh yeah.
It's all recording, so
And
he
then he
can
gets
watch it at
stitches
any
and
time.
shit.
Yeah, she had to go to the ER.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Oh, get more
What
durable.
happens next? Oh, he lets his monster side slip out a little when he talks about Ed Gein.
Yeah, that was weird.
Head on a stick.
That became a TikTok audio.
Yeah. A lot of this did. A lot
Yeah.
of people relate to this.
Somehow.
That's
Weird
weird.
as
If you
hell.
relate to this movie, you're fucking weird.
If you think this
Yeah.
movie is you, they are directly making fun of you throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, they don't like you.
Yeah.
Get help. You're weird.
Bateman calls, or not Bateman, Bale calls him a loser.
Yep.
Yeah,
I had that
Christian
as
Bale
well.
It's
literally
funny.
hates Patrick Bateman. If you relate to Patrick Bateman in any sort of way,
Bro, the guy that
Stop
plays
watching
him
this.
thinks he's weird.
stop watching.
Yeah,
stop
you
watching
put-
this podcast. We don't want you.
She goes out with Patrick Bateman. What a dork.
Yeah, you're a fucking dork if you relate to Patrick Bateman. Fucking loser.
Then he gets pissed off because Lewis shows his card,
Yeah.
and Lewis is all,
Slightly better.
it's slightly better, and he's like, and then he gets up, and he's gonna go kill him. He's gonna go fucking choke him out.
But then he's gay.
But then he notices, turns around, peels his glove a little, and kisses his hand. And then Bateman's just,
The extreme homophobia.
he
Patrick
literally
Bateman
walks like
has.
this, and then washes his hands with the gloves still on, and then fucking leaves. He's gonna throw up.
Patrick Bateman is extremely homophobic.
I gotta return some tapes. That's the first time he talks about his tapes.
Where are you
And then
going
Courtney
with that?
just says, I'm gonna kill myself, pretty much.
Basically.
Yeah, they have sex, and then he just doesn't give a fuck. If I don't see you before Easter,
Have a good
have
one.
have a good one. And he's like, you too.
I don't even think he says you too.
He
Me
says
neither.
something. Yeah, he says something
Like
like,
something like that. And then just kind of like awkward and then just leaves.
He's a dick.
She wants it, apparently.
Not enough to stay alive. He meets his third victim at like a bar with Bryce,
Mhm.
and then she says, "You must think I'm stupid." And then
No, you're skipping over the part where they're in the stalls.
oh yeah, there's more homophobia there.
The guy was like, "Sorry, man, it's the steroids." That's
Bryce
what
is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you think he's on trend?
Yes.
What about
Bateman?
No. I'm
Might
talking
be on
about
trend.
Trend, Gear,
I don't,
Ashwagandha.
I don't know all of them.
Creatine.
Creatine's
Creatine.
the easiest, right?
Creatine's
Entry level.
yeah, it's been considered more being natty at this point. 'Cause
It's-
it's included in pre-workout.
Anyway, he invites his secretary to dinner. Sorry. I just touched his knee a little.
You
My bad.
skipped over the whole part where
He just meets.
kills the supermodel.
You don't see it. He just.
Yeah, but he does
Fucking
it. I feel
cuts
like
her heads off.
the ones where you don't see the murders are real. Where you do see the murders are fake.
That makes sense, but also, yeah, because then all the bodies in the thing.
Or like yeah,
I just-
like those bodies are fake.
I just don't. I think he. I'm going with his dad covered it up.
That's fair. I'm going to go with the hallucination thing.
I think that's more realistic, but I'm gonna go with the dad. It's just to me, it's more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because it opens up the whole thing. Why haven't we met his dad?
Yeah.
Where is his dad? What's
Yeah.
he do?
You
What
got a point.
exactly is the company that he's working for?
You got a point.
Like, because you know it works with the stock market,
Mm-hmm.
but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know he's the vice president, but you also know all the people he's talking to are vice presidents, and you never see him work. He's always
Just doing
listening to music, watching TV, doing crossword puzzles,
Tell him not here.
drawing.
Tell him I'm not here.
Yeah, he never actually does anything.
What do
He
I
just
tell him?
goes to
No.
eat lunch.
Just tell them
Simply tell them no.
Yeah, that's, in my opinion, that is his third victim.
no. Yeah.
Completely. Then invites his secretary, tries to kill her, but doesn't because his fiance interrupts
And calls, yeah.
and says, I think you should leave. Because he was going to kill her.
Yeah, but then that also shows like a change of heart. He was like, I'm gonna hurt you.
I don't think it's a change of heart. It's just, I think he realizes he'll get fucked if he kills her because he's too close to her.
Yeah.
More than...
He was to Paul Allen.
Yeah, Paul
Yeah.
Allen didn't really know him. They weren't really friends. But, yeah.
Oh, on my notes after this, I put dumbass forgot where he was. But that's where Defoe was. After this, is where Defoe was talking to him again because they went to like lunch or whatever, and he was like, "So where were you?" And he was like, "Well, you were with them." But
That's
This
the
is
thing
also
that
why
gets
I think
me.
This whole thing was in his head.
Yeah.
I don't believe that because I feel like he's so forgettable. Even if he wasn't there and he wasn't getting covered up properly, they could have forgot he didn't go with because they don't give a shit about him.
Yeah.
but he's
I
always
think he's a
with
loser.
them
Yeah,
anyway. So they're like, yeah, Pat Bateman might have came. Like he might have been
that
there.
makes sense. But also the point where it's like he actually was there, but like in his head, all he thought about was like killing Paul Allen.
Because he was with Paul Allen.
Yeah.
There's a ton
could
of
go
layers.
both
It could
ways.
it could be either or, in my opinion.
Yeah,
He could have been there, but the whole time he was there, he could have been daydreaming.
Thinking, yeah.
He could have been daydreaming the whole thing with Paul Allen.
or hallucinating it. Either same
Yeah.
thing.
Or they
Hallucinating.
forgot about it, went to
Yeah.
dinner. Because they do talk about he went to dinner with that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
In his book, he wrote that down. They went to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Why else would Paul know, or Patrick know that? Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't talk to, what's his name, Hawthorne?
Hamblestrom, something.
Hamilstrom.
that.
Yeah.
Those are with an
He
H.
doesn't talk to him, but why would he know he's going to dinner
Yeah.
with Bateman? Or
Yeah.
with Paul Allen?
Mm-hmm.
Like I know what you're saying, but that's what I'm saying.
I got you. But also,
And he's
I'll say
extremely
later- I'll say
lucky.
later.
Yeah, he's extremely lucky by that, in my opinion. I'm taking this at face value that he did this, and I think he's extremely lucky that his friends forgot. His friends forgot that he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't with them.
So this is where he gets the other sex workers. Where he gets them
Well,
again.
no,
The one
Well,
again.
one's a model that he met
Yeah.
before.
And then one's
The sex worker
Yeah.
from before. He
Yeah, that he
bribes her to
tortured.
come into his car.
yeah. And this is where where you talked about it. Whitney Houston CD. They fuck again.
But he kills her mid-fuck.
Yeah.
Because
he
they
does. Starts
drug
choking her
each
out.
other, so
Yeah.
they're all fucking... Well, the one is all fucked up
Yeah.
and got all horny.
Yeah, she
Got all horny.
a lot of drugs. So she was like, also it's funny, the actor who does that is actually lesbian. But in the movie she goes, I'm not some sort I'm not a lesbian. But she is in real life. It's really funny, I feel like.
Then we see Paul has done this, like he's gotten multiple
Yeah,
women to
see
come
all the
with
dead bodies.
and killed 3 other women, including the 2 people in Paul Allen's apartment. He went on a killing spree and killed 5 people there.
And this,
It could be in his head or it happened and
Yeah.
was covered up.
I do have a
We'll
point.
say that.
This is where the chainsaw, like we talked about earlier, where she's running banging on the walls.
That's the
This
thing
is-
that
this
doesn't
is
make
when
sense.
it
You know what
starts to
else
get
is?
loose.
I specifically noticed it rewatching it again. He got kicked in the face by her, but he had no bruise or any mark like the next day. He got kicked like right in the jaw. There was nothing.
Yeah, this is where it's at this point is where it starts to get like looser and looser from reality.
Yeah.
Like the
That's-
string's starting to loosen up, and it becomes like farther attached from reality.
Yeah.
Like things that are happening start to not make sense at all.
The only thing that I can see it being real is like the lawyer, like you talked about, like
The
what are you
lawyer
talking
is
about?
really sketchy. The people that are in the apartment are
Yeah.
really sketchy.
It goes both ways for me.
Yeah, but then after that when he breaks up with Evelyn after
Yeah.
this, and then after he says I have to go return some videotapes, right? And
Also-
so when he's doing that, he's at the ATM. He's doing his ATM, and the ATM it says on the ATM, "Feed me a kitten or a cat or some shit."
We don't know if that's right after he broke up. I think it
I-
isn't.
Well,
Because nothing's super in order
Yeah.
time-wise.
Yeah,
I
but,
think
like-
it's like the next day.
Also,
or
we skipped a victim
Who-
when he's running by like the hotel or wherever it was, by the or like the apartment. He just shot the person in the apartment.
No, that's
No,
during
that's
the
during
chasing.
the-
That's during the
yes.
chase
Oh,
scenes.
after he broke up, right?
yeah,
right.
it's after. Well, either way,
They
it's
bro-
after they broke. It's after. It's at
Right.
this point.
They're
it's
not
after,
terribly important to me.
Yeah, it's after this part where Evelyn broke up. So then he's at this whole like scenario starts.
Mhm.
He's at the ATM. The ATM says, "Feed me a cat." So he finds he sees a
stray
cat.
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He finds a stray cat. He
And
says,
he's about to
"Feed
kill
me a
it.
cat." And he's pointing a gun at it, said, trying to shove it into the ATM.
No, that's
Some
old.
old lady comes up, says, "What are you doing?" Shoots her.
Bah!
Cops. The whole chase ensues. And then he
Bah!
gets into a little
Blows up a
shootout.
fucking
Yeah,
car.
he gets into a little shootout
Kills
with the
4
cops.
cops.
He blows up both cars,
Yeah.
and then even at this point, after he blows up the second
He's
cop
like-
car, he's like he's starting to even tell like, is this
Yeah.
real? Like,
Yeah.
because
you
that's
gotta
not
blow it.
real. You don't simply blow up a fucking car with a fucking Glock like
Mhm.
what he had. This shit's not real.
But yeah, but then he shoots the person like the apartment / hotel.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
and
he
then all
goes
that.
in,
And
then
he
he
goes-
kills the other,
Mhm.
the janitor. So in this, he kills 7 victims.
And then he calls
Then
and
he
makes
goes
a
and
confession.
calls his lawyer, and his lawyer thinks he's joking.
Yeah, but I feel like though, if we're looking at how you think it is, it's all covered up. If he's like if there's a fucking search helicopter out there and they know he's in that building, in that room he's in, there's no way he would wake up the next morning at his house.
He was in his house when he was asleep.
No,
Yes,
he
he
was
did.
in
No.
his office.
he was in his office or something
Yeah.
when the whole
That's a good
chasing
point.
ended. That's where he made the phone calls in his office.
See, I am on the hallucination dream side, but also to his point,
What if
the
he?
covering up the lawyer calls him a different name. Maybe to like,
Yeah, but my whole
To
thing is,
hush it. Like, that's
Yeah,
the thing.
no, but
His
my-
dad could have found all this. Or the
Yeah.
cops that were, like, dirty found all this, called off the search, covered everything up that he did, and he was already passed out from
Mhm.
being fucked up. And he was taking a bunch of medicine, if you remember. He was taking a fuckload
Throughout
of
the
medicine.
whole-
You have no idea what
yeah.
that fucking medicine is.
but also like, didn't the secretary find his notebook where
That's
he
the
had
thing.
all the
He
Yeah,
had
so-
kill dates.
Yeah, that. Well, I think that.
Also,
I
that
think,
could be like him daydreaming, drawing.
Yeah, that whole thing because
That could be his kills.
No, that yeah, but that
Yeah.
could also just be like hallucinations.
That's
what
yeah.
Yeah, it could be his.
What-
yeah.
All his kills were just
Yeah.
drawing.
Just
so they
drawing
got
in his
lost.
office while he's tripping off the medicine, hallucinating.
That's the
Like,
thing. It
yeah, all
opens
those-
so many
There's so
points.
much.
But I want to believe that his dad is so powerful. That's what it's kind of giving you.
It-
That it's the entire
Yeah.
government's corrupt. That's what it's showing. That it's
Yeah.
privilege for these certain people that they can literally do whatever the fuck they want. No consequences.
Mhm.
No problem. That's what it's kind of showing.
That
And
would-
when he
that
goes
would
and talks
play
to his
into the whole 80s material.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I think it might be that.
It's
but
still-
I could definitely see the hallucinating with
Yeah, I think it
with
goes
his
both
fucking
ways.
pills. I think he did kill a few people.
Yeah, no,
But he got
I'm not
away with
disagreeing
it.
with you. He definitely the 3 bimbos he killed.
Bimbos.
The homeless guy and
were-
then the
yeah,
2
the
ladies.
homeless guy
Yeah.
and the 2 chicks. I feel like he definitely did kill.
And he
those
does
people.
say he killed 20 to 40 other people. I feel
He's
like
definitely inflating his numbers because that throughout that part, like Patrick Bateman's, he's a very fucking like.
I feel like
he's
he
that
killed.
kind of douchebag
If he
to
actually
inflate his own
didn't
numbers.
kill any of the other people that he was talking about, say he didn't kill any of the other people in that lobby, he probably killed 5 people that we missed out on, or
Yeah.
2 people
There's-
that we missed out on.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
there's
think he
3
did
people,
kill
one's
somebody from a
like that we
campus.
saw in the movie. Yeah, and then the chick behind the donut shop, and then
Mhm.
someone else.
There's a few people like he
Yeah.
names them specifically, and I feel like the ones he names specifically,
other than Paul Allen, the ones he named specifically, he actually did kill.
that would be the point of hallucination. For the other one, he did kill all those fucking people.
Yeah.
He got away with it because he was being followed by whatever agency's fucking covering his ass because he doesn't want his dad's stock, or his
Mhm.
dad doesn't want his stock to plummet. So it's kind
It
of
can go
this.
both. It can go
It
both.
can go both ways.
Like
in
a
my-
mixed
Yeah.
reality type bag.
I
Yeah.
kind of like it though. It's open. Like everybody watches it and get a different sense.
Yeah,
of
it is.
that.
That's
very-
why
it is
I
a very
like this
open-ended
movie so
movie.
much.
I like-
It's a.
I
It's
didn't
not
like
a
it
fun
as much.
rewatch. It's,
Yeah.
yeah, because at this point in my life, I'm not in that fucking whole Sigma mindset. I
I'm
was
not
in
even
the
in
first
it for
watch.
that. It
No,
didn't.
so
It didn't
I
interest
didn't
me for that.
enjoy it as
It
much.
was the mystery of what the fuck is happening. I love thinking about this shit. And
Well, also like while the waitress turned around, he'd say like a bunch of crazy shit. No one would hear him when he'd say that shit. Like, or
I
when
think it is in his head. I think part of it has to be. I think the chainsaw, that has to be in his head.
Yeah.
Because there's no fucking way he gets away with that. But I think she does get away, but she's killed by people that are watching him because they can't have her.
Yeah.
I don't
in
think.
the
I don't, if in my opinion, I don't think that shit happens at all.
That's what I said.
That's the
what
thing.
I
There's
said.
so many different
That's
ways to look
that's
at
what
it.
I think. But I agree. I like they can be open to anything. I don't think this movie is unnecessarily as great as I once remember. Like when I first watched it, I was like, "Wow, this
it's
movie's
not as good as
amazing."
I
But
first
rewatching, I
watched
was
it.
kind of disappointed. But like, it's still good. It's directed really well. Also, the budget was only $7 million,
Yeah.
and most of it was
Let's-
just music licensing.
Let's get into the ratings from other companies and other places. Rotten Tomatoes, their professional reviewers gave it a 68%.
What do you know what the audience score is?
No, I didn't write that down. I think it was around 75.
I'm gonna check it.
I don't think it was super high. It might be in the 80s. IMDb gave it a 7.6 out of 10, and then Common Sense Media gave it a 6 out of 5. Or a 3 out of 5, sorry. 6 out of 10.
That's a fair ranking,
Alright.
I'd say.
Do you have that? Do you just want to do that real quick? Just going Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I'm not seeing too much here.
Just
Loading. It's taking forever.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Audience score is an 85%.
Okay.
That makes sense.
68, like you said, and then
68.
85.
All right, Brandon. Let's start with your review of this. Your final thoughts. We gotta wrap this up. Sorry about the long episode, guys, but we really wanted to talk about this one. This one was really interesting. It was a real actual like mind twister, not like the comedies we've been doing, but those are really fun as well.
I'd say my original ranking was a 6 out of 10, but now that we've actually started talking about it and like the whole fucking mindfuck of the movie, I'd say 7.5. The whole mystery, the ending, the open endedness, it's a big.
I think
it's a big fucker. It's a big mind fucker.
Thought provoking.
Yeah, very
It's super good.
provoking movie, and then also just the photography of the movie, and then the way like how it seems like it's a fucking movie that was made all the way back in the 80s.
It looks
came out
great.
in 2000. Yeah, it was a very
The attention to
good-looking
detail
movie.
with
It holds
this
up
movie
very
is
well.
very good.
It
It
does
holds
hold
up
up
very
well.
well to today's standards.
I personally gave it an 8 out of 10.
That's fair. I'd probably go about 7.5 myself.
I think it's just so good at provoking thought.
Yeah.
And as a satire of showing what
Yeah, that
toxic
I didn't take that into
masculinity is.
consideration.
What toxic masculinity really is, and it shows how shitty it is and how awful it is to other people.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to give it that high of a score, and I don't want to rate it that high if you have this mindset of like bad things. Like if you have this mindset of you have to grind every day and you're better than everybody else, or you have to be an alpha or some shit, don't watch this.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't want to mold your mind into be like Patrick Bateman. And if you do watch it, do not be like him. He's bad. He's a bad fucking guy, obviously. But he's not cool. Like, he's not cool. He's a loser. You don't want to be Patrick Bateman.
If you want to watch it, like, ironically, like, for a laugh and, like...
There's a lot of funny shit in this. Because they make fun of him.
Yeah, if you like the satiric aspect of it and also, like, the twists and, like, mindfuckery, then, yeah, it's a good one to watch. I'd probably go about the 7.5 range myself. Because, like, rewatching it, definitely, like, the first time I watched it, nothing's going to top that.
Yeah.
Because of the twist got me off guard. But, after rewatching, I think it definitely depreciates a little bit, but, it's still a very good movie, and I'll go about 7.5 for me.
Yeah, I think this is a very good movie, but it definitely has some fatal flaws.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why it's not going to be even close to a 9 or an 8.5.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get past that 8. It doesn't get past that B rating for me. I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Stay tuned for next week's episode. Kung Fist.
God, what's it called?
Oh fuck, we had. It
We
last
will
week.
have it. It was a recommendation from some
viewer.
fans. Two fans, but it was one guy originally mentioned it. We will be covering that next week. Really appreciate the comment, and I really hope you guys enjoy the next one. We have no idea what it is. It'll be a first time watching. I hope it's really weird. I
have a faint idea of what it's going to be. It's just going to be a shitty, like a very, very shittily animated ripoff of Kung Fu Panda.
I hope fucking so.
That'll be funny.
It's ripoff Jack Black.
And we might have a guest next week.
I might
in
be.
Corey.
I might be.
No promises, and maybe another special guest, but again, no promises whatsoever. But thank you for watching this episode. You gonna say goodnight?
Have a good night.
Good morning.